先輩、裏手の戸締まりはしました？
I bolted it. Is that a problem?
ありません。それじゃあ鍵かけますね。先輩、今日のお帰りは何時ですか？
I think I'll be home a little late. What about you, Sakura?
私はいつも通りです。多分私の方が早いと思いますから、夕食の下準備は済ませておきますね。
Yeah, that'll be great. I'll try come home as soon as possible too. The gate is locked tight. Sakura and Fujini both have keys to the house, and the rule is that whoever leaves last is in charge of locking everything up. Let's go. You'll be late for morning practice if you don't hurry.
それじゃあ少しだけ急ぎましょうか、先輩。
Sakura and I walk into town. We walk downhill along a long road to reach a more populated residential area. The Amiya house is located at the top of a hill, away from the center of town. Heading down the hills leads to the residential area. Going further down, we reach the intersection and at the center of town. Several roads lead out to the center of town. There's a large bridge that connects to the neighboring town. A hill that leads to Ryudo Temple. A residential area located opposite my house. A shopping district that both Sakura and I often go to. And finally, there's the path that leads to our school. We head straight to school without taking any detours. I'm just setting up my phone so I can see it. It's barely 7 o'clock, so there's hardly anyone around. Students making their way to their morning club activities are the only ones to be found along our route. See you later. Good luck at practice. I see Sakura off at the school gate as usual. Sakura's in the Kyoto Club, so this is where we usually split off. And yet, Sakura doesn't budge this morning. Sakura, are you not feeling well or something?
そういうことじゃなくて、先輩、たまには道場の方に寄っていきませんか?
Well, I don't really have any business at the dojo. Besides, Ise asked me to do something, so I need to go to the student council room.
そうですよね。ごめんなさい。余計なことを言っちゃって。
Sakura quickly bows her head.
それじゃあ失礼します。晩ご飯楽しみにしていてくださいね。
Sakura runs towards the dojo, seeming almost apologetic, and that's where she meets with Rin. What was that? I wonder what that was all about. Ise, are you in?
いるぞ。今朝は少し遅かったな、エミヤ。
Issei glances up from his desk, looking like he's been studying some papers. Is it just you, Issei? Where's the rest? They should all be at school by now.
いや、あいにくとうちのメンバーはビジネスライクだね。働く時間帯はきっかり決まっていて、 早出と残業はしたくないのだそうだ。
That's why the student council president is doing busy work himself. Guess you got your own problems to deal with.
なに、好きでしている苦労だ。エミヤに同情してもらうのは筋が違う。
What are you talking about? I'm not sympathizing with you.
それはそれで無念だが、聞き流すとしよう。情が映っているということでは同じだからな。
Issei, who is gathering his paper into a single sheaf and tapping the edge against the table to square them out, to square them neatly, is the big boss of the student council. He's been working to reform the student council, which has grown quite lax, and he's been friendly. He's been a friend of mine since our first year in school. His name is Issei Ryudo. Despite his old-fashioned and sounding name, he has elegant features, and he's popular with the girls. He's also the student council president, so you think he would have a leg up over everyone else. But that's not exactly the case.
やはり朝は舌がしびれるほどの熱湯が良い。
It's saying stuff like that that he sips tea that prevents him from quite sticking the landing. As evidence, Issei is quite plain. He's prone to be misunderstood, yet he neither dabbles in relationships nor he does what typical students do for fun. He's the heir of the Ryudo Temple, which sits atop a mountain. He himself understands that he will inherit the temple, and there's a strong possibility that he'll shave his head without so much as a complaint as soon as he graduates from school. So what do you want me to do today?
まあともかく座って一服と言いたいのだが、時間がないな。移動がてら説明をするゆえ、いつもの道具を持ってついてきてくれ。
No time to explain, just follow me.
率直に言うとな、うちの学校、金のバランスが極端なんだよ。
I know the athletics club are favored, and there's not much money to go around and in other places.
結果文化系の部員は絶えず不遇の扱いでな。今年から文化系に予算が行くよう尽力しているのだが、予算の流れが不鮮明でうまく回っていない。おかげで未だ文化系の部室は不遇でな。特に冬のストーブ不足に関しては打開策がまるでない。
I see. Hey, hand me the flathead screwdriver, the biggest one. Oh, and give me some conductors too. Yeah, this one looks salvageable.
導線？これか。すまん。よくわからん。間違っていたら叱ってくれ。
It's fine, you got it right. So, what about the lack of heaters? Is there anything else that's broken?
ある。第二小学室と美術部の暖房器具が怪しいそうだ。新品購入願いの嘆願書が刻一刻と増えている。
And you're saying that there's no room in the budget. Well, this one just corroded. Good thing the inside's still intact.
治りそうか、エミヤ。
Yeah, I can fix it. It's a good thing old machines are easy to figure out. The wires just burnt out, so as long as those get replaced, this should be the last until the end of the year.
そうか。やるなエミヤ。お前が頼りになると極めて嬉しいぞ。
Ha 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 ha. You say some weird stuff, Issei. Oh, hey, I'm almost done, so go ahead and step out.
エミヤの邪魔はせん。
Issei quietly steps out of the classroom. He might be thinking I'm going to start some sensitive work. Well, I guess you can call it sensitive work. I put my hand on the old to the old electric stove. No matter how long someone's been fixing things, they can't usually figure out what's wrong by sight. So the fact that I can means I'm doing means what I'm doing is not ordinary. I close my eyes and look inside the stove by touch. And then suddenly, a single image pops into my head. There are two places where the wire is about to break. The electrical pipe should last a bit longer. The power cord should be fine with just insulation tape. Good. I should be able to fix it with the tools I brought along. If the electrical pipes were broken, it wouldn't be fixable by an amateur. Had that been the case, a certain strengthening would have to be done, which no amateur could manage. But I should be able to fix this one by sight. This is the magecraft Kiritsugu taught me. Okay, let's begin. I take off the cover and begin my repairs. I already know where it's broken, so the rest of the work is easy. This is the one thing that I'm good at. That's right. Shiro and Mia have absolutely no talent in magecraft. But for some reason, I have a knack for visualizing the structure of things or blueprints like I did just now. My old man once saw me imagine and recreate a blueprint. He looked at me surprised, then muttered, "What a useless talent." My special talent appears to be pointless. According to my old man, the fact that I can visualize object structures isn't really helpful. A mage normally wouldn't need to survey an object's entire structure like I do. He claims the mage's struggle is to instantly seek out an object's center, or its core, and transform it as quickly as possible. That's why reading blueprints is a waste of time, and even that only help seek out areas for magical energy to pass through. So fixing broken stuff is one of the only things I'm good at. After all, I don't have to open an entire thing up to find the problem. If I can't find the problem quickly, I can fix most things as long as I have the know-how to repair it. Though I only do that with things an amateur could reasonably be expected to fix. Okay, done. What's next? I put away the conductors, pick up the screwdriver and wrench, and head out to the hallway. Issei, repairs are done. Oh, hey! A female student is standing next to Issei in the hallway. I'm a little surprised. The girl is talking to Issei as Rin Tosaka. or Tosaka, a second year from Class A. She lives in a giant Western mansion up on the hill. She is an extraordinary honor student. She's pretty, smart, athletic, no flaws at all. She's intelligent and polite, and she never brags about her looks. She's truly the ideal girl to guys, apparently. Which is why male students treat her like an idol. But Tosaka is just too good, and she has become unattainable. The guys all say the only people who can talk to Tosaka are Issei and the teachers. Well, okay, I'm also a guy. And I'm including myself in the list of her admirers. Tosaka is looking at us annoyed. I guess rumors are true that Issei and Tosaka don't get along.
悪い。頼んだのはこっちなのに、エミヤに任せっきりにしてしまった。許せ。
Whoa. Issei is pretty gutsy, talking to me and completely ignoring Tosaka like that. Don't worry about it. So, what's next? There's not much time.
ああ、次は昇格室だ。前から調子が悪かったそうなんだが、この度ついに天寿を全うされた。
If it's dead, I won't be able to fix it. It might be better to buy a new one.
そうなんだが、一応見てくれると助かる。俺から見れば臨終だが、お前から見れば仮病かもしれん。
You think so? Then let me have a look. There's only about 30 minutes until homeroom starts. I've been in a hurry to fix it. I'll need to hurry to fix it or I'll run out of time. I head to the audio-visual room, but I realize completely ignoring Tosaka would be rude. I turn to face her, and she's been standing there the whole time. You're here early, Tosaka. That face. I blurt out the first thing that comes to mind, then follow Issei.
ギリギリ間に合ったか。すまんなエミヤ。また苦労をかけた。頼み事をした上に遅刻させては友人失格だ。
Don't sweat it. It won't be a problem if I'm late. Where it might be an issue is if you were late.
もっともだ。いや、間に合ってよかった。
Issei exhales a sigh of relief and heads to his desk. It's exactly 8 o'clock. 5 minutes after the bell for homeroom rings, Fujini will enter the classroom. Whew. My breath is labored since I ran from the audio-visual room. I take a deep breath before I take my seat.
朝から騒がしいねエミヤ。部活を辞めてから何をしてるかと思えば、竜道の太鼓持ち？僕には関係ないけどさ。うちの評判を落とすようなことはしないでよね。君、なんていうか節操ないからさ。
Just go away. Go away. Ah, standing in front of me of my desk is Shinji Mato. He's been a friend of mine since middle school. His last name is Mato, and he's Sakura's older brother. He's 1 year older than her. Yo, things at the Kyoto Club going well, Shinji?
当然だろう。部外者に話してもしょうがないけど、目立ちたがり屋が一人減ったんで平和になったんだ。次の大会だっていいところまで行くさ。
Is that so? I get Mitsuzuri is working real hard.
はあ、何見当違いなこと言ってんの？弓道部が記録を伸ばしてるのは 僕がいるからに決まってるじゃんか。エミはさ、とっくに部外者なんだから、知ったような口を叩くと恥をかくよ。
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Besides, I'm not involved with the club, so I won't really concern myself of much. I put my bag on my desk and pull the chair back.
何それ。僕の弓道部には興味がないってこと？
I'm not saying that. Just that I'm not involved at all, and I'm not a part of the club anymore. So it's not right for me to stop into the dojo. But if there's anything you need, just let me know. I'll help whenever you need it. I remember you weren't good at fixing and stringing bows.
そう、サンキュー。何か雑用があったら声をかけるよ。ま、そんなことはないだろうけどさ。
Well, that's good. A captain who leaves busy work behind wouldn't be much of a captain. Just try not to trouble Miss Fujimura. She's terrifying when she gets mad.
余計なお世話だ。ともかくお前はもう部外者なんだから、道場に近づくなよ。
Our boy Shiro's roasting Shinji and not even realizing it. And just like that, Shinji heads off to his seat, all self-important bluster as ever. Huh? He does seem moodier than usual.
ふざけたやつだ。自分からエミヤを追い出しておいて、よくもあんな口が聞ける。
Oh, Issei, were you there the whole time?
なんだとはなんだ。気を利かして聞き耳を立てていた友人に向かって、なんと冷淡な男だお前は。
Huh? What does concern have to do with it? I haven't done anything worth worrying about.
たわけ、心配もするわ。エミヤはカッとなりやすいからな。真珠に殴りかかれば皆は喝采を送るが、女どもからは非難の嵐だ。友人をそんな微妙な立場に置くのはよろしくない。
I get it. Yeah, good point. Thanks, Issei. I don't think that would ever happen, but I appreciate the concern.
わかればよろしい。だが意外だったぞ。エミヤは怒りやすいくせにマトウには寛大なんだな。
Yeah, but Shinji has been like that for as long as I've known him. You get used to it.
そんなものか。
It is. Now come on and go back to your desk if you're satisfied. It's almost time for Miss Fujimura to dash in.
あの方は飛んでくるというより浮いてくるという感じだかな。
The bell to start homeroom rings. Normally, the homeroom teacher comes into the classroom 5 minutes before homeroom starts, but our teacher isn't what you call typical. Homeroom for class 2C starts 1 minute after the starting bell. In other words, you left before us. How are you late? Homeroom starts with the sound and the Fujini shouts and hurried footsteps. The implication that this is a thing that keeps happening. Long enough for it to be considered a regular thing. Gonk. Fujini tumbled, and I hear some kind of a natural sound. Contrary to the hectic sounds of seconds earlier, the classroom is now dead silent. The mood shifts sharply. It's no wonder Fujini is called a human roller coaster. But honestly, the way she fell didn't seem like a laughing matter. Fujini hit her head against the podium. Ouch! And she's lying still on the floor. Seeing her lying there, face down, unmoving, has everyone imagining the worst.
前の席のやつ、先生起こしてやれよ。
やだよ。近づいた途端パクって食べられたら怖いもん。
ミミックじゃあるまいし、さすがに藤村でもそこまでやらねえだろ。
あんたね、そう言うなら自分で起こしてあげなさいよ。
うわ、俺パス。こういうの苦手。
私だって苦手よ。大体なんで女の子にやらせるわけ？男子やりなさいよね、男子。
The students in the front row start to get rowdy. Those of us sitting in the middle rows can't see what's going on. So we all stand up and take a look.
ちょっと先生動いてないぞ。気絶してんじゃないのか？
Someone brings up the obvious. But the problem is how will we get Fujini to the infirmary? We're all like comrades in arms after our time dealing with Fujini. Probably nobody's thrilled with by the idea of taking a teacher to the infirmary.
藤村先生、大丈夫ですか？
A brave girl approaches. Fujini isn't moving. The class grows more concerned.
今の転び方、こう頭から直角に教壇に突っ込んだじゃないか。あれで無傷だったら藤村無敵っぽいって。
Yeah, really.
いっそのこと野球部にスカウトするのはどうだろう。
やめろよな、そういう脅しは。タイガーが顧問になった日には俺たち甲子園行っちまうぞ。
藤村先生、藤村先生、ダメ、なんか反応ないよ。
Well, she's dead.
おい、お前目の前なんだから起こしてやれよ。やだよ俺。もし死んでたら殺されかねね
でも、だからってほっといたら後が怖いと思うし。
でも誰も近づきたくないと。
仕方ねえな。こうなったらあれしかないか。
Oh shit.
あれだね。
Well, we're taking her to the morgue. Everyone's on the same page, except Shinji and I. We kept quiet because the two of us dared not be a part of what was about to happen. That was the game. I thought it was my phone for a second. It comes out a whisper, even with so many students speaking in unison. The word tiger is especially inaudible. And yet... Twitch, Fujini's previous motionless body reacts.
動いた。効き目あんだぞみんな。よし続けろ。ガコロートンの刑じゃ。
Everyone must be on edge since midterm tests are approaching. It's a terrible idea on her part, but on their part, but some students start to wave their arms and chant Fujini's nickname.
起きろタイガー。朝だぞ。
先生、起きないとタイガーです。
負けるなタイガー。立ち上がれタイガ
よし起きろ先生。それでこそタイガーだぜ。
タイガー、タイガー、タイガー、タイガー、タイガー、タイガー。
Oh, is the chanting just going to continue? Oh no, it just stopped.
タイガーって言うな。
Like a sudden bolt of lightning striking, Fujini stands valiantly as if the fall hardly scratched her.
あれ？みんな何してるの？ダメよ、ホームルーム中に席を立っちゃ。ほらほら、始めるから座りなさい。
Fujini, back to her normal self, stands at the podium. It appears she recalled nothing between the time she jumped into the classroom and the time she woke up.
タイガー覚えてないみたいだぞ。
Whoops.
ラッキー。朝からついてるな俺たち。いや、ついてるっていうのかな、こういうの。
The students shuffle back to their desks.
今誰か先生のことバカにしなかった？
え、してないっすよ。気のせいじゃないっすか。
そっか、ならよし。じゃあ今朝のホームルームを始めるから、みんなおとなしく聞くように。
Fujini casually starts homeroom. She always goes on digressions between announcements, so it goes slowly.
そういうわけだから、みんなも下校時刻を守るように。門限は6時だから、部活の子たちも長居しちゃダメよ。
6時って言ったらすぐじゃんか。タイガ先生、それって運動系は免除されないの？
されません。それと後藤くん、先生のことは藤村先生って言わなくちゃダメなんだから、次に名前で呼んだら怒るからね。
はーい、以後注意します。
Goto's six pat down. He doesn't seem particularly remorseful. Too easy. When Fujini said she gets mad, she gets mad. Doesn't matter if it's with the teacher or a student. And that is as close to a serious warning as she is ever going to give. But Goto doesn't realize it.
それじゃあ今日のホームルームはここまで。みんな3次元目の英語で会おうね。
Fujini waves and leaves. So that was Taiga Fujimura, teacher of Room 2C. Her nickname, Tiger. That might seem like a joke, but it isn't. She got the nickname because it sounds like her name, Taiga. But Fujini hates it. According to her, it doesn't sound feminine. But she got the nickname because of how she acts, so she kind of had it coming.
授業を始める。日直礼を。
As Fujini exits the homeroom, the first period teacher enters. Because Fujini takes up almost all the homeroom time, mornings are always like this for our class. So another day of classes ends. There are many types of students. Some immerse themselves in club activities, some hurry home, and some hang on to the classroom after class for no particular reason. I don't really fit in any of those categories.
すまない。ちょっといいか、エミヤ。今朝の続きなんだが、今日は時間あるか。
Well, it's not like I don't have any plans. It's not as if I don't do anything at all. The biggest reason I quit Kyoto Club in the first place is that I wanted to prioritize my part-time job. It's been 5 years since I started part-time jobs to earn money for living expenses on my own after my old man died. And when you do so many different jobs, there are some requests you just can't say no to. Today is one of them. I was asked to help restock some product for a bar, since they wanted as many strong helping hands as they could get. Though I'm sure I don't have to go. I don't have to go help. The bar is likely asking as an excuse to gather some folks to hang out afterwards. There are two options. I should, And Fate is the name of the route that we're doing. But is this a I don't think it's a divergent path. But I will check. I get an extra scene if I get another scene if I go if I go to work, obviously. But we get a point to another character if I stay after school. It's not like Divergent, but I'm taking it. I'll help the school. I'll help the student council. The stuff from this morning is unfinished. So I should at least finish what I started. Change of plans. You want me to finish what we started this morning, right? Leave it to me. I'll finish all repairs before our exams start.
助かる。それでは美術部の患者を見に行くとするか。
Sure thing. But make sure nobody is around. I can't concentrate when there are people around.
無論だ。他の連中に邪魔はさせぬ。
I will beat them off with my bat! Keeping up with Issei's brisk pace, I follow him out of the classroom. The sun has long set by the time we step outside the building. The school gate is already closed. It's 7 o'clock, way past the time they closed the gates. But thanks to Issei's help, the two of us avoid trouble.
いや、今日は助かった。必ずこの礼はするから。何かあったら遠慮なく言ってくれ。
Sure, I don't think anything will come up though. I didn't help him because I wanted something in return, and I don't think I would ask Issei for anything impossible.
まったく、人が良いのも考えものだな。エミヤがいてくれると助かるが、他の連中にいいように使われるのは我慢ならん。人助けはいいことだが、もう少し相手を選ぶべきではないか。エミヤの場合、来る人拒まずすぎる。
You think so? Am I really that much of a pushover?
これでは心ないバカどもがいいように利用しようというものだ。エミヤも忙しい身なのだから、たまには他人の頼みなど断ってもよかろう。
I honestly can't tell what I think I honestly can't tell, but I think Issei is concerned for me. Ever since middle school, I've always been told how helpful I am, since I've never declined a request or ask anything in return. I guess Issei thinks that's unhealthy, but I'm only doing this because I want to, and I decline any requests as I feel are impossible, so there's no issue. You really don't need to worry about this. I know myself and my limit. Besides, helping people is a good thing, and not the sort of thing the son of a temple should be telling anyone not to do.
しかしな、エミヤのは度が過ぎるというか、このまま行くと潰れるというか。
I'll keep your warning in mind, and see you tomorrow at school.
それではまた明日。
Issei leaves, looking dissatisfied. Issei lives in Rito Temple, located on the top of a mountain, which means that I have to go, or that he and I have to go our separate ways. I walk through the still darkened town. It's about 7:30. There should still be people out and about this hour, but there's no signs of anyone around. All right. There was a crime committed in Miyama the other day. A burglar murdered someone, I think. It must be why there's no one around, and why the school curfew has been set to 6 o'clock. Gas leaks and burglars, huh? It seems like it's getting dangerous around here. No wonder people are avoiding walking around at night. It's probably not safe to let Sakura go home on her own anymore. Fujini might be fine, but Sakura's house is in the residential area on the other side of town. Guess I should walk her home starting tonight. Huh? I can't quite believe what I'm seeing. I must be wrong. I sense a presence on the uphill path I was sure was empty. Whoever it is, they're standing still and look to be peering down at me. Oh boy! I unconsciously hold my breath. A girl with silvery hair smiles and walks down the path without making a sound. As she passes by,
早く呼び出さないと死んじゃうよ、お兄ちゃん。
what she says makes no sense. I'm climbing up the hill I climb up the hill and reach my house. The lights are already on, which means Sakura and Fujini are home. The moment I step into the living room, I smell the delicious aroma of dinner. Sakura and Fujini are both eating at the table. Tonight's meal is chicken stewed in cream sauce, and it's put Fujini in an especially good mood.
おかえりなさい、先輩。お先に失礼していますね。
Thanks, and sorry for being late. I should have come home earlier.
いいです。ちゃんと間に合いましたから。ちょっと待っててくださいね。すぐ用意しますから。
Okay, thanks. I'll go wash up. So keep an eye on Fujini to make sure she doesn't eat my portion.
はい、きちんと見張っています。
I go to my room. It's a sparse room compared to the storehouse, but it's still decorated enough, considering I don't have any particular hobbies. Though most of them are random things Fujini just left here. After I wash my hands and change, I head back to see my food on the table. Thank you for the meal.
はい、お口に合えばいいんですけど。
Itadakimasu! Sakura is humble as ever. Sakura's cooking skills have vastly improved over the past year. My cooking is no match for Western-style foods. My Japanese dishes might be a little better. Neither of us is any good at making Chinese dishes. I'm glad to know she's improving, but it's a little depressing when the pupil surpasses her master. It really is delicious. The longer you cook chicken, the tougher the meat gets. Which is why you need to take the extra step of grilling the chicken to a crisp to seal in its juices and flavor. This requires exceptional skill, and it's something the clumsy Fujini would never be able to manage.
どうでしょうか先輩。今日のはうまくいったと思うんですけど。
No complaints here. The cream sauce is perfect. My cooking can't hold a candle to your Western dishes.
さくらちゃんがご飯作ってくれるようになってからお肉関係が美味しくなった。
Fujini, who's been concentrating on her meal until now, pipes up.
あ、ダメよシロ。学生がこんな夜更けに帰ってきちゃいけないんだから。
She looked to be in good spirits thanks to Sakura's meal, but at the moment she sees my face, her mood turns sour.
もうまた誰かの手伝いをしてたんでしょう。それはそれでいいことだけど、こんな時ぐらいは早く帰ってきなさい。最近物騒だぞってホームルームで言ったじゃない。あれ、シロに倒して言ったんだからね。
You don't need to make a homeroom announcement and for something you can just tell me at home.
ここで言っても聞かないもの。学校でガツンと言った方がシロには効果的なんだもん。
先輩、それは職権乱用というか公私混同だと思います。
それぐらいしないとシロはダメなのよ。いつも人の手伝いばっかりして損してるからさ。たまにはまっすぐ帰ってきてのんびりしててもいいじゃない、バカチン。
Damn! Huh? Who are you calling an idiot? What's wrong with helping people? I'm not losing out on anything as long as people benefit from my help.
キリツグさんに似たのかな。シロがそんなんじゃお姉ちゃん心配だよ。
Seeing Fujini eat so heartily makes me wonder what exactly she's worried about.
藤村先生、今の話からすると先輩って昔からそうなんですか？
昔からそうなの。なんか困ってる人がいたら自分から手を出しちゃうタイプ。けどおせっかいってわけじゃなくて、シロはね、単におませさんなのだ。
Fujini grins menacingly. Fujini, I'm going to get mad if you say anything you shouldn't. And you shouldn't ask such silly questions, Sakura. I glare at the two. Fujini clicks her tongues in disapproval, but...
お話を続けてください。
Sakura presses on, like an attentive student.
じゃあ話しちゃおう。これがね、シロは困った人を放っておけない性格なのよ。弱きを助け強きをくじくってやつ。子供の頃の作文なんてね、僕の夢は正義の味方になることですだったんだから。
Yep, that's the kind of protag we are. Quit bringing up the past, Fujini. I can't really jump in though because it's true. Besides, becoming a hero of justice is still my goal.
すごい子供だったんですね、先輩。
すごかったよ。年上の男の子にいじめられてる女の子がいたら助けに入ってくれたし、キリツグさんが武将だったから家事だって一生懸命こなしてたし。あの頃は可愛くて純真だったのに、それがどうしてこんなひねくれた子になっちゃったんだろうな。
God damn! That's on you, Fujini. That's what happens with children when they have bad role models. The roasting is just going back and forth. And if you want to say something to that, try making an entire meal all on your own. Fujini is shocked. I thought she would lower her head and repent, but
お姉ちゃんは悲しいよ。さくらちゃん、おかわり。
she holds out a rice bowl, now asking for a third helping of dinner.